Hello, and welcome to day 14 of 30 days of KineScentials. So today marks the last day of the second week, and our theme for the second week has been laying the foundations, or coming home. The movement we're working with today is cradles, and there are two variations, small cradle and large cradle. And the oil we're working with is Coriander, which is the ruler of reciprocity, and the point that we're applying Coriander to is Spleen 6, known as the 3 yin intersection. So cradles is actually an abdominal preparation exercise, and as is often the case, the preparation sometimes is more challenging than the full version. And so what we're doing in cradles is we're setting up a continuous pathway through the spine and feeding into the legs. And then the endurance and strength challenge is to maintain that cradle shape as we rock it back and forth through various relationships between the floor and with gravity. And then, and through both of these variations, we're able to address strengthening of all the abdominal groups. Then we are working with Coriander. Go ahead and take a smell of Coriander. Beautiful, fresh smell. And Coriander invites us back into our center. And it has a nurturing and nourishing and almost cradle-like quality to it. And basically it reminds us that even if we can't see it yet, we have all the resources we need. We have everything that we need available to us. And this can dispel any notions of lack and then invite us into a state of giving and receiving and being able to offer our gifts out into the world. And then that kind of natural rocking infinite pathway of giving and receiving. And then the point that we're working with is Spleen 6. And to find Spleen 6, we take the pinky line of our hand and we locate the protruding, inside protruding ankle bone. And then we just slide the pinky line up against that bone. And then the other side, the pointer finger side, that point in line with the ankle is Spleen 6. So that's how we'll find that point. I'm going to just also give you a little more information about the cradle moves before we put it all together. So to learn cradle, I like to take clasped hands around the back of the thigh, elevate your spine, inhale, and then through the exhale, feel like you engage the navel area and draw it back away from the legs towards the lumbar sacral belt. Push into the floor as you do that. And then become aware of the midsection, the solar plexus section, expanding into the mid-back, and feel a softening of the heart center into the space between the scapula. Grow your spine up from base through crown. We'll do the same thing with just a little more flow and allow it to propel our legs up off the floor into space. Inhale. Exhale, hollow back and rock back. Shins come to about horizontal, eye gaze parallel over the shins. Keep a pulling action with the circle of the arms, and then let your legs, the backs of your legs, push into the circle of your arms, and let that deepen those 3 areas I just mentioned: navel towards lumbar belt, solar plexus towards mid-back, and heart towards the space between the scapula. And then engage to just rock that back forward, alight your feet down, grow your spine tall. Release the arms and make sure you keep the intention to keep all those connections that you just created as we take the hands and place them just behind our seat. Take your inhale breath. And through the exhale, go through all the same points of attention. Stay and inhale. And exhale, rock forward. Stay and inhale. Repeat. Scoop the legs, let that propel the legs off, and this time we're going to hover in that horizontal place. Inhale. And instead of going forward, we'll go back. Now you're reaching the elbows into the floor. Keep the cradle shape. Come back to the base of the ribs. Inhale. And then use the exhale breath and harness the strength of the exhale to propel back up to that starting position. Let's do one more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Feel like you're pulling away from your legs, rounding back until the base of your ribs. And then exhale and return to the starting position. Lovely. We'll get to repeat that once more once we've put it all together. So reach for your coriander. Drop in your hand. Take a finger, gather it up, share it between the fingers. And then that width of your palm from pinky to pointer finger, and place your finger on that line and make sure it's right in line with the malleolus, the inner ankle bone. And then just let the finger gently touch that spot, come into your uprightness, and open up your senses to observe. Bring your hands to your nose and take a nice deep inhale of coriander. And we return right into our cradles, uprightness of your spine, inhale breath, and exhale. Scoop and deepen the connection, propel the legs off, inhale, exhale, rock forward and repeat. Stay there, inhale. Rock all the way back onto the elbows, aiming the kidneys down. Stay and inhale. And exhale. One more. Amazing. Thank you for joining me today, day 14 of our 30-day journey with exploring a movement, an oil, and a point every day. Tomorrow I have a special surprise. Tomorrow is day 15. And rather than continuing along in this same pattern, tomorrow we're going to take some of what we've learned over the last 2 weeks, and I'm putting it together, and it's going to be a surprise, but I'm putting it together into a longer practice. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. And yeah, I hope to see you there. Bye. Have a beautiful day.